Hello, you sexy son of a bitches. Too much? Hey guys, what's up? This is probably the first time in a long time I've ever uploaded a video, let alone edit one, and I just want to say, in the footage you're seeing below, I had a match I had before where I was using the Dust Rock Blues and Trust, and by the way, Trust is fucking amazing. You should probably try to get one, it's pretty good. But I wanted to really get a video of my favorite new hand cannon in D2 right now, which is the Duke. Keep in mind, when I made this footage, it was really early in the morning, but I really needed to make content, get some sort of video out for this. So I just went to Crucible and said, fuck it, let's see what happens, and I got one of the maps I hate the most. Hate this map, it's not good for my loadout at all, but I really want to get footage of me using the Duke and the Risk Rounder, because that's been my new favorite PvE and PvP combo as of late. Definitely try it on the Crucible, you won't be disappointed. It's a slow fire rate hand cannon, but if you can take your time and land your shots, this thing is a monster. It's disgusting, especially the right roll. It's fucking good. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Now, I've been playing Destiny 2 again for like a whole 2 months now, and I gotta say, I'm very, very happy with the current state of Destiny. And I'm loving the majority of everything that it brings, be that random rolls, armor and weapon farming, bounties, exotic quests, the whole shebang. I love it. I'm having fun, and I'm on almost every single day again. But, throughout all the positives I have to say, the one thing I really wanted to go and make a video about is the current state of the Crucible. Now, I love the Crucible. I, for the most part, have a pretty damn good time with it, whether it be in quick play or comp with my friends, or, you know, just playing Rumble by myself. I genuinely have a good time. But there have been quite a few things that I have noticed that just irked me the wrong way as of recent. Now, keep in mind, these are my opinions. If you disagree, put it down below what you actually don't agree with, and we'll go on from there. But these are my problems with the current state of Crucible and PvP as a whole. Let's just go into it. We'll make it quick. Number one, super and super mods. This is probably my top complaint, honestly, when it comes to Crucible. I think in total, super mods were a bad decision on Dead Bungie's part, honestly. Because you will run into people in games that have their whole armor stacked out with super mods, which you'll get their super back relatively fucking quick. And if you played any Crucible as of late, you'll see a lot of people getting their super back to back to back. Not necessarily back to back, but within short time intervals than usual. This is kind of annoying because it kind of turns Crucible, quick play, comp, whatever you're in, into Mayhem. And if I want to play Mayhem, I'll play Mayhem when it comes out. And Mayhem's fun, don't get me wrong, I love Mayhem. But when standard Crucible matches become that bad where it's fun for the first 3 minutes, when it's just pure gunplay, and then halfway through the match to the end of it, it's just back-to-back supers, and it's, no matter what side it's from, yours team or the other team, it's just annoying at that point. And I think we really need to tone down or just remove super mods, or we can make it to where you can change the super mods where it says you get super more quickly in PvE, or just in PvE in general. But I think we need to exclude super mods from Crucible because, or at least limit them to one super mod per armor. Because you can literally run a whole armor set with super mods on it, and bang, you're going to have super almost at least 2 to 3 times a match. And I can't even imagine if you're using bad juju as well at that point. That's just insane. But first one, super mods need to remove them, or put a limit on them, or just put them towards the PvE side. Number 2, one-eyed mask Wallhack. I'm running a one-eyed mask in this video, obviously. I'm a Titan. I've recently switched to a Titan main, just not because of the one-eyed mask only, but also I think Titans are just more fun to use. Bottom Street Tiger's broke. I mean, I'll say that for one. Roaming supers in general are kind of broke. The Striker Titan's a main example of it. But one-eyed mask definitely needs fucking nerfed again. I know it got nerfed a while back ago. It's not as bad as it was, but the Wallhack still lasts for a little too fucking long. I'm fine with the Wallhack with the Vengeance perk on the mask, that's fine, but make it to where the Wallhack is like only maybe like 1 or 2 seconds at most, because once it lasts the whole time until the person who shot you's like shield comes back, then it's gone. It should only last for 2 seconds, about the same amount of time as Kill Clip or Rampage. That should be it. You shouldn't be able to track somebody through a wall you're having a standoff with. That's just kind of, it's kind of and it's coming from somebody who's using one-eyed mask. I don't like using it, but it's the only way to combat the other one-eyed mask users. Number 3, shotguns one-tapping you when you have 7 resilience or higher. I have a problem with this, okay? I should not have full shield, and from mid-range, get one-tapped by a shotgun. Come on now. I understand if you're getting one-tapped from mid-range with a shotgun, if you have like below 7 resilience, like 6 to fucking 3. If you're a hunter and you're using the utilizing your mobility thing, yeah, you're taking a risk there. Yeah, you're not having high resilience. You're going to take a lot more damage. But when you have 7 resilience or higher, I think it should at least 2-tap you from mid to close range. I mean, from mid range to fucking kill you. I'm fine getting attacked by a shotgun at close range, like point blank. That's understandable. Frustrating, but understandable. But for mid range, I don't know. Number 4, heavy ammo spawning too damn often. Okay. This is one of my major complaints. Heavy ammo is fucking annoying. Like, it literally spawns at the start of a game. I was playing the other day in Crucible, and right as the match starts, I run into a guy with a grenade launcher. And in the power slot. I think it was Swarm of the Raven, actually. He had it off the rip. But heavy ammo spawns so damn often, dude. Like, I remember in D1 in Crucible, where it would, like, spawn maybe once, possibly twice a match. You know, if you grab your heavy ammo, you go have a killing spree, and you're done. That's it. You don't get it again. That's fair. But it really spawns too much in Crucible. In comp, in quick play, it just spawns too much. Number 5, one of my personal complaints. I think a lot of people hate it too on console, because until Shadowkeep comes, I'm stuck on console. Hand cannon bloom on console. Now, there's a reason why I like the Duke so damn much, because it's a slow rate of fire. It does not have near as much bloom as other hand cannons. I've gotten it a few times, but 9 times out of 10, I'm hitting my shot when I shoot. Now, there's so much. I always thought it was a bad idea when they introduced bloom to hand cannons. It was so stupid, because hand cannons were the most popular and are still some of the most popular guns to use in Crucible. I know it's the giant meta on PC. It's ridiculous. They're still prevalent on console, not to the extent as PC or how they were on console. Because of the bloom, you see a lot more pulse rifles now, but there's still people who use hand cannons like myself. It's just annoying because there should not be an RNG factor when it comes to PvP, to player-to-player fighting. There should not be RNG. There should not be luck deciding who wins that fight. Because if I have overall better aim than you, I'm hitting you headshot for headshot, and I've got you down to a specific amount of health, and I've still got half my health left. If I hit you on the head and RNG just dictates that I don't hit that shot, and then you can just beat me. I just, the only problem I have with, we need to remove bloom from hand cannons on console. I mean, we don't need it. It's ridiculous. Bloom in general is just a dumb idea for any shooter game, I think. It's stupid, and it just needs to get rid of. Number 6, peer-to-peer servers. Getting shot around corners. We need to have new servers. I know it ain't going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. Bungie has said they will never use dedicated servers. I don't know why. Because peer-to-peer servers, though, for the most part, even in Destiny, they're still pretty solid. Even as peer-to-peer, I still don't have much problem with it. Or I don't have much weird shit happening. They do run fine. I will say that most of the Crucible games, even though it's on peer-to-peer, they run relatively smoothly. Everything's usually fine. But there are instances where you get shot around corners, or you'll shoot other people that are around corners. Happens to me when I shoot other people around corners, and at the same time I can be like, I can breathe a sigh of relief going, oh, I got him, but at the same time I can be like, well, that's kind of stupid because he went around the corner and I shot right a couple milliseconds after he went around the corner. It's dumb. It happens to me, it happens to other people, it happens to people I shoot at. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't think it's fair. It's peer-to-peer, not the best servers you can use. Once again, dedicated servers could fix that. But Bungie has said they would never do that. But that's just another complaint I'll put out there. I just don't like the servers because that one major factor. 7, matchmaking against a 6-stack when you are queuing solo. This is annoying as hell because you always run into a 6-stack either in Crucible or comp if you are queuing solo. It's going to happen at least once or twice to you within 30 minutes. Now, it doesn't always have to be a 6-stack. Sometimes it's 5 or 4 stacks. Either way, it's an unfair advantage because they're talking, they're communicating, if they're actually going to take quick play seriously, which some people do. Hey, some people do. Which is why I don't solo queue in comp, because it's just, ugh. But, it does happen. And I just think, at a certain extent, Bungie needs to put in a thing, or something of some sort, that will matchmake, a certain amount of stacks to each other, and then fill in the randoms. I mean, maybe not fill them with randoms, don't do that, maybe. Maybe just leave it, if it's a 4-stack, find another 4-stack to match up against it. It's fair at that point. If it's 6-stack, have a matchup against 6-stack. Because some of these maps, when Destiny 2 first came out are still made for 4v4. Just do that. Put it a 4v4 and then put the map, or just have the set maps for whatever the team count is. Just go straight to one of those maps. Number 8. Fusion rifles, one-tapping for mid to long range. I have this happen all the time. It's usually an ear and till. I will bring my ear and till up and show you the ridiculous amount of range it has with a masterwork. It's dumb. I hate having to use it if I'm in comp or something, but I do regardless. Now, quick play, I'll rarely use it because I usually use Risk Runner now until I get the Catalyst work, because y'all don't even know Risk Runner's so fucking good. So good, especially get the Arc Conductor up. Ooh. But anyway, neither here nor there. Fusion rifles from that mid to long range should not be one-tapping you. Maybe if you have low resilience, yeah, makes sense. But around 7 higher, shouldn't be happening. Happens to me. Sometimes it don't, sometimes it does. I feel like it's kind of RNG if it does. I don't think it is, but regardless, I still think fusion rifles are a little too strong. They're not insanely strong. Being able to one-tap somebody with the air and till or a fusion rifle in general has a decent amount of impact from like close to maybe mid-range. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I understand it. But for mid to long range, one-tapping people, I don't know about that, Chief. Especially at full shield and health. Yeah, we need to bring back fusion rifles just a little bit, not too much. Number 9, nerf of range on pulse rifles. I cannot stress this enough. There's a reason why no one's using scout rifles. Pulse rifles have the range scouts have, and they're just better. When it comes to the damage department, pulse rifles outdo scouts a mile. Scouts used to be the thing for long range engagements. Pulse rifles can do that now, and it's just kind of ridiculous. But pulse rifles, they're always good. But I still think for the most part their range needs to be nerfed just a little bit to where scouts are usable and sought after. Which brings me also, segueing in the last point, buff the damage to scout and sidearms. Scout rifles need a buff. That's all I gotta say. They need a little bit of a damage buff to make them usable. I've got the pinnacle weapon, the Oxygen SR3. It's a good scout rifle. I liked it. I used it maybe 1 or 2 matches when I got it the other day. It's a pinnacle weapon, so it needs to be decent. And it is for the most part. It's a smooth scout rifle. It's a scout rifle in training modes. It's pretty damn good. It's smooth. It hardly has any kick. You can hit your headshots easy with it. It's a good gun. But it just needs a little bit of oomph to it. It just needs a little bit of oomph. Along with the same thing as sidearms. Sidearms are never used anymore. They were used quite a bit in Destiny 1. I remember the Wormwood was always fucking good. The Future Warhawk sidearm. It was a good gun. I loved it. But they're just not like that anymore. I remember in D2 when it first came out in Vanilla, The Last Dance. That was a good sidearm. People were melting others with it. Sidearms need a buff. Scout rifles need a buff. They both need a buff. Because you hardly see them anymore, and they just need some help. Because the one thing I do like in Crucible is just, especially in quick play, I like to have a diverse set of people using different weapons instead of the meta. Because the meta is fine if you're doing comp. I understand that. I use meta when I'm in comp. I get it. But when you're doing quick play just to have fun and chill out, you shouldn't have to run into sweaty people all the time. It should quick play should be where you experiment with guns. See if you can find a diamond in the rough. You can't do that when everyone's running Mountaintop and Recluse. You can't do it. Which is why and scout rifles in general are kind of useless because, like I said before, pulse rifles have the same range, and that needs to be nerfed down a little bit so scout rifles can be viable. And with that being said, those are my gripes with the Crucibles of late. Now, I know Bungie has said they will be reworking the Crucible from the ground up with Shadowkeep. How that turns out, I don't know. Hopefully it fixes some of these glaring problems that I and a few others have problems with. I'm going to try to start uploading more Destiny content in the future. Possibly do my favorite weapons of each type videos until Shadowkeep arrives in October. I don't know. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.